I'm talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top. This the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy Patsy with 3.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Bradford's Vikings going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Flushed out right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. Spinning away. Finding some room at midfield. There goes Thomas Rawls. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsider. Here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away, he lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 52 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing is Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First carry for Latavius Murray. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's able to find Diggs. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to the ground. Cook trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. They'll roll him, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rolling to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First down, this is Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They run the counter with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Dancing to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one good for 15 and a 1st. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Wilson now off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Tyler Lockett. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. In the red zone this time. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That one goes for 36 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive lineman who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit... and in this case, lose the football.
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Okay, let's get a shout-out real quick in here while we got a second. Jake Elliott, rookie, Memphis, 61-yard field goal to lift the Eagles to victory. Man, that was impressive.
How about that? Only his second game with the Eagles. He had been drafted by Cincinnati and was actually on their practice squad. Caleb Sturgis gets hurt for the Eagles. They take Elliott off the practice squad late in the week, right before the week 2 game at Kansas City. He shows up, and I asked the special teams coach, I said, well, what do you tell him? What do you talk to him? He said, I don't do anything. I just stand.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ben Gideon able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And now out comes Minnesota. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Let's go.
Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be a Minnesota 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Space to run past the 20. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. A gain of 32 that time. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that.
And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touch.